Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday night. Let me say hi to everybody who's here. But Lord Portico, oh my God, Lord Portico on a Monday? Oh, good luck on that PowerPoint. Hi, Puddle Glum. Hi, Elixir. Hello, Caden. It's good to see you. And then, of course, Adventures of Tony. Welcome back for 25 months. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the subscription. It is good to see you. I was just thinking about how I had been missing you. When we say Yuri, hi. It's good to see you too. You go back to the undergrad mines. Oh dear. Detective Zen, hello. So today, if you weren't aware, at the end of stream we're gonna raid into queue times because the stream punks are playing Bacon. I mean Beacon. But today is the season finale. And you know, things aren't tense and edgy at all. It's not like we left off on like a huge cliffhanger or anything last week. But that is sort of why, you know, I had to wear my alien stuff today. My USCSS Nostromo hat and shirt. Because, yes, you miss adventures. I mean, once the stream punks start up Clear Skies Perseverance, we will strangely on Mondays not be raiding queue times. Instead, we'll be raiding Cryptic Studios because that is the channel that they'll be playing that game on. That I believe starts on the 6th of February. So pretty soon. Chats might be delayed. Well, the internet's been wobbly everywhere. Like, you're out where you are, and one of the streamers that I watch over in Scotland has been having issues, and of course, I've always had issues with my internet. They should be Caden. I don't think they've said yet where. Whether I'm sure you'll be able to find them on the Streampunks YouTube. So wait, your private After Dark Twitter account? Oh gosh. After Dark Twitter. Chantel causing issues. Actually, it's not super so at the moment. It is much better than it used to be. My let's see, what is my present bit rate? Brain forgot where to look. My present bit rate is 5,865 kilobits per second. And I'm streaming at 1080p 60 FPS, which was inconceivable a year ago. So much better. After Dark for which time zone? I did not, Caden. I still have the Chantel. They just boosted all my speeds. So that is much better. As you can hear, my voice is still not back. I put in a request to have an appointment to see my doctor. I haven't heard from them yet, though. I don't like this whole process. I'm sure I could get an appointment much faster if I picked up the phone and called them, but that requires me to talk to someone on the phone. And I should be able to do it through their web portal because the web portal exists. And then I don't have to use my voice, which is the active problem. Just go north. It's always after dark this time of year. This is true, Wannabe Sayuri. Actually, it was kind of one of the things that I sort of enjoyed about Minnesota was how it was just dark a lot in the wintertime, and there actually was winter. Thank you, Caden. All sense of security account. We have not had snow this year at all. Like, we've had a dusting of flakes. We've had, like, today it was spitting the teeny tiny little flakes that are, like, barely even noticeable. But, yeah, just, like, not really snow. It's been too warm. It's been quite warm for the season, although today was not. Today it actually got colder, I think, as the day progressed. It certainly got colder in my office as the day progressed. It also got drier in my office. It's summer down there. So it'd be weird if you got snow. It would not be unheard of. I love the pictures from, I don't know, like maybe a decade ago. Gosh, is it that long already? Probably. Of the snow in the Sahara. Do they even have snowplows? We do. We do indeed have snowplows. Like, you go a little bit further south from where I am, and they kind of don't. But yeah, we get a lot of freezing rain here, so. Well, so it's not uncommon for it to snow here in March and to be a lot of snow all at once and really heavy and wet. So that's possible. The thing is, if it does snow here in March, it'll be gone by the end of the day. Like, it'll fall, it'll coat everything, it'll muck things up, and then like 12 hours later, it's like it didn't snow at all. I mean, I grew up in the DC Metro, and we were always on the line between wintry mix and snow. Most of the time we got mostly wintry mix. I remember leaving work in high school when I worked at Toys R Us, and leaving at the end of the day after the store had closed, going out to my car, and there was an inch thick of ice on all of the pavements and an inch thick coating of ice coating my car. And so I think me and another coworker were sitting there just trying to stay standing while chipping away at the ice on our cars. Thankfully, my car at the time was a hatchback, so I went to the back and chipped away around the hatch until I could lift up, because the hatchback, you lift up instead of pulling out, and it was much easier to break the ice that way. But yeah, those were the sorts of things that happened when I was growing up. And then actually getting home, not super easy. I had to plan a route that would, because normally the fastest path home had a hill that was like at a steep grade, that you just had to drive directly up. And the number of times I saw people get partway up and then slide back to the bottom of that hill. But it was possible to go into the neighborhood a different way and not have that hill. So I know, planning in high school, random coconut falling on your car, just don't park under coconut trees. When I was a very little kid, we had to worry about coconuts falling on people's heads. but that's why the public municipality sent people around to climb up your trees and retrieve your coconuts. And whatever coconuts they took out of your trees, you got to keep because they were yours. The public service was removing them from the trees so they wouldn't fall on people's heads. Because when I was really little, we lived in Hawaii. I remember my mom had pineapples in the planter box outside the window, and there were coconut trees, and we had apple banana trees in the backyard. And I used to see sharks in the backyard before I went to school. Yeah, global warming. Yeah. There was a lagoon, a saltwater lagoon in the back, like on the other side of a fence behind my backyard. But so I'd see sharks before going to school. And we walked to school, and the school didn't have closed hallways. The hallways of my school were just like permanent awnings, essentially. Just there were pillars and a ceiling, but no walls. And the water there wasn't fluoridated. So once a year, they had somebody come, and every student got called out of class in alphabetical order, school-wide, to go and have a fluoride treatment where they stuff your cheeks with cotton gauze and then stick a little thing in one end and like circulate fluoride throughout your mouth. That was unpleasant. And we were the end of the alphabet. So the only flavor they ever had was cherry by the time they got to us. And I was fine with it. I didn't mind the cherry. My older brother literally threw up from the cherry flavor because he couldn't stand it. And his first name starts with one letter later in the alphabet than me, so he went after me. Yeah, they had flavor choices, but never when I got there. I never got a flavor choice. I do remember, I mean, I was only there in kindergarten. I was in kindergarten, and then I think half of first grade. And then I finished first grade in Iowa, not intentionally, but because an elevator fell on my younger brother. And so we stayed in Iowa for a lot longer than we had planned. And because it was just supposed to be like, we're visiting the grandparents for like a couple weeks. Hi, Shadows. And then I started second grade in Virginia and went second grade on in Virginia. So they didn't have different flavors when you did it. I always thought it was weird after we moved to Virginia that I never had to do that again. And now I know it's because there was fluoride in the water here and there wasn't in Hawaii. The neighborhood I lived in doesn't exist anymore because it was washed away by a tidal wave about 2 years after we moved away. I'm sure they rebuilt it, but like anything that was there when I was there is gone. And honestly, where we lived is very much a part of Honolulu now, even though it was not really part of Honolulu when we lived there. So thought it was Dealant or something. I mean, I still get fluoride treatment, even though my insurance doesn't pay for it for adults. Every time I go and get my teeth cleaned. The thing is, as a kid, we didn't go to the dentist because the US Navy did not provide dental benefits for family. They only did dental benefits for the servicemen. And so we didn't go to the dentist because we couldn't afford to go to the dentist because it was a family of 5 on an enlisted new US Navy salary. So I think I had one cleaning when I was 13. And then I didn't see a dentist again until, um, gosh, I would have been at least 20 and had my own dental insurance before I went and got a cleaning. And that first one they had to do over 2 days. And then I had my wisdom teeth pulled at a by a student at the University of Iowa, because it was so much cheaper to have them taken out by a student at the dental school. But yeah, like I go to the dentist regularly now. And I still only have I have 2 fillings total. Like my teeth are fine, but the dentist was not something I was familiar with. The eye doctor, on the other hand, I had bifocals in 2nd grade. My eyes are actually better now than they were then. But the military didn't provide for that either, as far as I'm aware. Anyway, I should probably try to solve puzzles while we're chatting. But it is really good to see all of you. Also, it is so much warmer in my streaming room than my office was today. Presently, in my streaming room, it is 68.7 degrees Fahrenheit, 20.4 degrees Celsius, with 41% humidity. This afternoon, in my office, I took a picture. Around 4:30ish this afternoon, it was 64.2 degrees Fahrenheit and 17.9 degrees Celsius with 24% humidity in my office. And that was colder than it had been in the morning and more dry than in the morning, despite the fact that I had my little personal humidifier on all day long. You were definitely a guinea pig patient when you were in the military. Yeah, so I didn't, we went to just the regular military clinic. And I didn't usually see students there. I almost always saw a different doctor, though, because they rotated in and out so much. So I didn't even have a concept of a family doctor until I moved here and picked one for myself. I had never had that experience before of going and seeing the same doctor every single time I went to the doctor. That was new to me. You keep your house at 66. Golly, one of you. Oh my gosh. We keep it chilly, but my office, I was freezing today. All right, I really should actually, load the game. We're in Amateria, which is a new world that we had not previously been in. We wandered all around it. Oh my gosh, 220. So when we lived in the apartment I was in before, one of the reasons that kind of wanted to get out of there was that we were paying a ton for heating, just because it was so poorly insulated. In other news, it's kind of weird seeing Critical Role play Persona. Oh gosh, I haven't seen that. That actually sounds really cool. I know I've seen a lot of them play other things because back when Geek and Sundry was not on their present indefinite hiatus, because, it's not like they closed the channel. They're just on hiatus, right? Even then, or back then I saw them play some other things, like various people play in other things. Oh, they're doing it right now? Cool. I'm a couple of weeks behind and I haven't caught up yet, so I'm not up to date on everything that they're doing at the moment. I don't know what this actually is. I've just been busy. Well, and I got sick and like various I fell behind. Then Tal and Liam are playing Persona 3 Portable. I don't really know what basically anything about Persona. I'm taking a picture of this in case I need it. No new CR this week. Oh yeah, they're doing their cartoon. When is episode 4 coming out? Is that tomorrow? What happens if I push this button? What? Holy, I should have paid attention. Oh my gosh. This reminds me of the this reminds me of some like mechanical clocks that Thursday. Okay. Metal Sphere had 2 days till retirement. That was with just this first button pushed, which I think activated this column. What happens if I push more buttons? Will I get 3 balls? It doesn't look like it. I have just the very beginning of the Who's Tommy in my head with the like of the I just have one phrase of it. The pinball wizard. Even though this is not pinball. Huh. Oh, Adventures of Tony, I'm sorry. It was good to see you. What if I push these 2 that are not connected to the center? I hope that you get to see bacon. It was a big recruitment day back then. Well, here comes another metal sphere. I assume. Where are they coming from? I really should not get distracted by looking at the metal sphere, because I have not been watching what displays on. How did the ball? Oh, Shadows. I will not spoil it for you. It's really good though. Huh. Oh, so there's the ball. What if I push all of them? Okay, I'm going to watch. I have to pay attention. Lord Portico, good luck. Okay, so it comes up from the bottom, goes inside. Clickety clackety, clickety clackety. So I wonder how I change the state of this. Because clearly how it is now is not useful. But interesting. Okay. Huh. Oh, thank you. There are pages here. I suppose I should look at them. Another hydrate. Okay. All right, let me try this. Focus, Saavedro. You must not let that fog come and swallow you. There are long spells, I think. Days? Hang on. Sorry, had to cough. Days, maybe months at a time when I can't remember what I've done. Oh, I can institute one Zen if I have to. It's never been a problem before. Um the fog rolls so thick around me. Even if I hold my hand in front of my eyes, I barely see it. I strain and strain and strain, but nothing sticks. I think I think his sons came to visit us twice on Narayan. The first time, Atris asked me to meet them. He told me they would come through the book. He says they will not understand how your words fit together, but they will use them to open the shield. Narayan, he says, is where their lessons come together. Narayan is the sum of what they must learn. I remember. Tamra was carving a spirit mask into the tree the day the boys arrived. She tugs my sleeve to get to get attention points. She tugs my sleeve to get attention. Points at a glide ship in the sky. Um, I would too, Zen, but ah, um, I am shocked by how young the boys appear. They look so much like their father, yet they're different somehow too. They're more impatient, and they are angry not to be treated like men. I take them to our home. I tell them I will teach them how to care for it. I say, together we will encourage the lattice tree to grow tall. They ask me why they have to work so hard. They tell me, no, Saavedro. That was later. That was after Atris took them away. You know this because when you see them saying these things, they are older. Their faces have become angled and hard. They have grown up into men, and something dark is in their eyes. They tell you they've come back to fix Narayan. I think we already had this one, but I'm read it anyway because I don't remember it. Cirrus and Akinar. The walls run red with steam and strangling branches. I see their bloated faces laughing at everything. I remember how they lied. I remember what they did. They brought me here to die. I followed them. The lattice roots were black from too much overgrowth. Puffer spores floated up in the hot steam and burst. No one was there to guide the spores to the branches. No one was waiting to perform the ritual weaves. The fighting had torn my people apart. They didn't care. They didn't care. They wanted Narayan to die. Okay, so I think all of that was new. I don't think any of that was particularly helpful for our current situation. Oops. You did have a long day with extra meetings. And down we go. Okay. Ote. I do not know. I cannot go that way. That must be where the ball ends. I don't think I can go that way either. I must be able to, though, right? I can go downward. Ah, I don't remember anything about this world. Okay. So clearly there is some puzzle because there's always a puzzle. But I'm puzzled by the puzzle. Oh, yes. Remember this painting? Hey, look. It's a rope. Let me take the rope. Can I move closer? I want to. It doesn't let me. Why doesn't it let me? But if I believe really hard, maybe I can go that way then? A local church pays you to edit their service for radio. They have a 27-minute slot. The sermon alone was $29.15. Oh my gosh. I do not know. I feel like this is a puzzle that I do not have adequate cluerage. Cluerage, yes, that is what I said. To solve. Incidentally, we will not be playing Myst next week. I don't know what we will be playing, but next week being the final Monday of the month, I'll be spinning the wheel. I guess maybe it's not. Maybe it's just decorative. I had meant to spin it before I got into the game, but then I distracted myself talking about dentistry for some reason. I have no idea why we were talking about dentistry, but it happened. I mean, we were talking about dentistry because I got distracted. If you remove the word God from the sermon, that should shave off a minute or so. Yeah, I can. It's just I have to go to a different screen than I normally would. For end of stream, but it's no big deal. Okay, here we are. The ball comes from there. And it goes in here. And it goes this way. Huh. Oh, those are the puzzle. Those are the pieces in the thing. Those are the. um. So those are the shapes. So, right now, when it comes through here, I don't think that helps me at all. I feel like it should, but also that it kind of doesn't. Except this is number 1. Well, then it was just, oh, but it's the, okay, I think I may have an idea. So we're following the path of the ball. This is the first gate, sound gate, I guess, that it goes through. So let's point this column to the first piece. And then it would come down here. Oh, heck. Where does it go from here? Where does it go from here? Why is the path unclear? I might have to go back up and watch. Because it's going to come in here. Is it going to go this way? Because if it does, then this would be number 2, not number 1. But I don't know. But let's proceed on this assumption for the moment. So then it would come around and up here, zoom through and come over here. Which would be 3rd. Hi, Iron Trout. How are you? And then it would zoom along this way again. I think it would force it this way because it would hit that little angle maybe. I don't know. Oh, peaches. Just the thought of peaches made me want a peach pie, but I don't actually like peach pie. I'm just silly. I thought of peaches. I enjoy pie. Peach pie is generally not very good. Adventures of Tony! You're back in time to talk peach pie, apparently. Because Iron Trout is peachy. So we're going to go to the country and eat a lot of peaches. Which is a very sexual song, in case you didn't know. Oh my gosh, is it sexual? Let's see. Sorry about the vibration. How the heck do I get back to... Peaches come in a can? They were put there by a man. But, sorry, I don't know. I always go into the country going to eat a lot of peaches. Always came off to me as if it was, peaches was a euphemism for feminine bodies. And eat was not having the normal connotation either. I could be wrong, but that's how I always heard that song. Maybe I just have a dirty mind. It's entirely possible. What if the presidents just really like fruit? Yeah. Just like how but that song is from before the peach emoji was used as a symbol for butt. All right, I'm gonna watch. I've changed the settings now, but I need to pay attention to where the ball goes because I might not have it in the right order. They're all lit up. What happens if I pull the lever and they're all lit up? Meaning, indeed, can evolve. Right, it goes through there, comes out where I thought it would, goes through there, goes exactly where I thought it would go. but having it set properly did nothing. It changed nothing. Well, okay, I was wrong. It didn't change nothing. What in the what? I mean, it turned out the lights as it was going through. That was very brief and mostly unhelpful. I think I solved that puzzle. I don't know. I'm going to take a picture of it so that if it turns out that it does, I will have it. Peach's song is about peaches, and the Poison Cherry Pie song is about pie, and the Rolling Stones were singing about sugar with molasses. Sugar. Oh, honey, honey. Sorry, I don't know the Rolling Stones song. My brain went to that song instead. Yeah, I'm sure the California Raisins had no sexual connotations in their songs too. Everything is a puzzle in this game. Oh, yeah, but I'm aware of the song Iron Trout, but my brain is like, I don't know that song. I probably do know the song. It's just my brain is like, sorry, no. Can I go that way? I can only go down. Considering all the sexual talk, I probably shouldn't have said that phrase. Um, right, I could go that way, but I could also go over here. Yeah. After dark, indeed. It is indeed dark outside, at least where I am. So it showed a picture of like bridges, but they weren't in Madison County, so I don't know where they were. Hello there, Stonywood. No idea. That holds no meaning for me. Right. Okay then. I'm going back down it. Elevator go down the hole. I don't appear to be able to do anything up there right now. It's like a little glowy ball, but it's a blue ball. Oh my god. I'm glad I have this stream set as NSFW. Like, or not really. It's set as adult. Like, it's not the child setting. If this whole Rube Goldberg contraption drops a trap on a mouse, it would be totally worth it. Indeed, it would. I've seen the first episode, Tony. I've yet to see the second episode, which just came out, but I've seen the first episode. And if you're familiar with the way that the first video game opens, the first episode is basically the opening of the first video game, like beat for beat, and but really well done. Like, I don't think they actually changed anything of the opening. They may have edited some of it down, but it's basically the opening of the video game. So, having watched at least 2 streamers play that game, I knew what was happening. I don't know if it's as clear if you're not familiar with the video game. Oh, no, I don't want that book. That book takes me back to Jinan, which I don't need to be back at right now. It was there. It showed me something about, like, it raised a bridge there. That was what it showed me a picture of, except that the bridge hasn't been raised. So I do not know. Wait, what? Then I don't recall anything like that, but it's also possible that I just don't recall. Are you making a joke? Or were you being serious? I don't like zombie content as much as other people do, but it was well done. Wait, we've got hexes. I don't think this is right though, but I'm gonna put the pattern in. It worked. Oh, the video game stuff where they had to shoot a bunch of folks. Right. Hexagons are bestagons. I thought maybe because like this actual interface here has like a orangey outline and the picture has a blue outline. So I thought maybe I had to find another interface. Apparently not though. Oh, this was the first bridge. So I unlocked that first bridge, but now I need to figure out. Oh, this is a second interface. I doubt. Well, let's try it again. I doubt that this will do anything. Yeah, that's not the combination for the second unit. So I need to not be an absolute unit and solve some other puzzle, I assume. Oh, lovely. Apparently, I have to solve the combination every time. Not unexpected. I really kind of like these pillars with the glowy. That's got to be like some sort of like rock eating fungus or something. It feels like it should be a puzzle. Yeah, totally a rock eating fungus, not rock lobster. Something that's only. Oh, you know what I could play sometime is Monument Valley. I love Monument Valley, but it is now available on PC. So much easier to stream than when I've played it on my phone. It's such a good game. And it's been long enough that I won't remember all of the answers and I'll have to work them out again. Can I go up here? It looks like a staircase. I would totally climb that IRL. But it does not appear to be something I can climb in the video game world. Well, let's assume that another ball is going to come out of there. Where would it go? Hello, gate. This is new. We've not been here before. Hello, pages. The memories flood over me too fast. They race around inside my head, filling my soul with despair. And the more I think about how nothing can be done, how no one can be alive outside his shield, the faster the fog rushes in. I can lose myself in the fog. When it's thick enough, I can let go and be safe. I can start to forget. But I must not forget. I must remember every lie they told my people. How they manipulated us all to get what they wanted. They told me they had come to fix my world. They asked me to arrange a meeting with the elders. The books they carried in with them showed other worlds, beautiful places where people didn't have to work so hard to survive. They told my people that Atris had written these books, that he had written Orion, but that he'd made our world unstable. They said he wanted to make us slaves to the tree. Iron Trout, that just sounds like normal weather for the part of the country I live in. They asked me, don't you remember, Saavedro? Our father wrote this world to teach us, to show his sons what an age shouldn't be. I don't know what to say. I don't know how it could be true. But why would they lie? Why would Atris have lied? The worlds they showed us in those books. The elders refuse to believe them. They say we cannot abandon the tree. For thousands of years we have tended the lattice roots. Without our traditions, we will die. I don't want us to die. I don't. But Cirrus and Achenar said they would come back, Saavedro. Just like Atris once said to you as well. He said he would come back, but then he didn't. He didn't. And for that, you will have to make him pay. Saavedro has a bit of a Gollum complex going on, I think. Yeah. I just remember when I went on my geology camping trip in college, we experienced 90-degree weather and whiteout conditions in the same day. And that was not far from where I physically am now. So let's see what happens if I... Nothing happens if I... Thunder rolls. And the lightning strikes. On a sleepless night. Storm on. Out of control. Gosh, I would love to sing. I wish I could. I wish I had my voice. None of this seems manipulable. Clearly, Oh, maybe I have to do it while I'm up at the top of the tower. Instead, a week of snow, you get a day of it, and it's warm again the next day. I mean, that's normal for here for sure. No, I clicked at exactly the wrong spot. I wasn't done looking. I was hoping to get a different angle. All right, so we've got these little flower shapes. And the colors match. So this is blue, 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 blue. Oh, but there's the little like bugs. And this one's all set to white. And I don't think I have enough pins. Pins, John. Saltpeter, Abigail. What in the heck? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So it's always gonna go there. It went through, it dropped into the thing, it spun, it threw it. I need to stop it. So it drops in here. 1, 2, 3. If I stop it here, hopefully it'll go across there. But then won't it, I guess, where would it fall? Um, audit, no, the answer. I'm just gonna watch what happens. We didn't do it. The sphere was broken when we found it. I think it's a snowball this time. Oh, so I have counted incorrectly. Oh, but it worked. So not that one, but that's because I misunderstood some of it. I don't know where I'm trying to get it is part of the problem. Unless, am I trying to get it into this spot? So that worked. And then it goes around there and lands in here. And so 1, 2, 3. What? At least it was short. That happened yesterday too. I blamed it on the weather, but I don't know if it was actually weather related. I don't know whether it was weather related. Okay, so that went one further than I wanted it to go. Thank you. Otherwise, I think I was on the right track. You're on the right track. Golly, I want to say this sucks. I really need them to put me in so that they can give me something to fix this. On the right track. Well, and then I tried to sing from Pippin, because what more appropriate song could there possibly be? But it didn't work. Right, so this pin, as it's spinning, this pin causes it to stop. Strangely, not where I thought that it should. But it works. I don't know why it works, because I counted 1, 2, 3. Well, it doesn't matter. It's the same either way. So it turns this way, it shoots the snowball up here, the snowball lands here. Then this goes 1, 2, 3. I said 4, but that put it here, which shot it through to an empty spot. So if I only want it to go 3, I don't know how to make that happen. Try this. Because that turns until it hits there. And then it goes across here. So if I have this turn, well, no, that would have it turn until it hits there. I want it to turn until it hits here. So it should go here. And then that'll shoot it over to here. And then I want it to turn to there. Hopefully that's not the same combination I did last time. I don't know. So far, everything's coming up Millhouse. Okay, so that goes 1 too far, and I don't understand why. But, all right, here, 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 here. Hey, hey, hey. And when I hear that, when I hear the hey, 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 it is totally Warehouse 13. I don't know. I assume they were making fun of something else, but all I hear is Warehouse 13. Yes! Yes! Yatai! Yatai! Oh, oh. So that's the third one. Okay, I have the first one and the third one. I have to find the second one. That wasn't too hard. Or I could just jump the gap. If I could jump. Clearly, I am playing Commander Shepard from Mass Effect because I can't jump. I guess technically I could just be playing any white guy because white men can't jump. But that's a 90s movie reference, right? I make that joke all the time, but I don't remember where white men can't jump exactly is from. The 90s movie, right? Okay. I know the culture, but it's been a long time since I thought about that culture, so I think I want to go down there. I feel like I've been there, though. That's how I got to there. Where's another tall place? Where's a tall mechanized dinosaur when you need one? Eh, it's probably just over the horizon. Are they men? They're men in tights. Tight. I think that was the first movie I saw after I found out that Carrie Elways was gay. Because I grew up with Princess Bride. But I didn't know he was gay when I was watching The Princess Bride. Um, as you wish. Wait, today you learned? You didn't know? Hello, puzzle. I've never been here before either. I've never done that before. Which, sorry, that phrase in my brain was a reference to another musical that probably none of you have ever heard or seen. Um, but in my brain, that was totally a reference to the Scottsboro Boys musical, not the, actual like legal case. Oh, hello. You should drink the green stuff. Right, the green stuff. It's delicious. Uh, okay. What happens now? He was on an episode of Psych. I definitely didn't see all of it. Wait, they were married? Interesting. I definitely know that that was a thing that I had learned about him, about the being gay thing, but, maybe he wasn't fully, or I honestly have no idea. Totally possible. Okay, if I only have 3 levers and only one of them can be active at a time. Okay, those levers only control so that there's got to be another thing I can manipulate here somehow. Otherwise, that snowball is just gonna die every single time. I've tried the only 3 settings. So I must have to manipulate something else. No? Let's go and see. I cannot walk through the green muck. That's probably a good thing. Hello, nurse. I'm not sure that I would want. This feels like a Norwegian bathhouse, but I don't think I would want to be in a steam room this close to the like creepy water. All right, if we mirror the other ball, then we can have disco. If we mirror the other ball, then we can have disco, right? Because all you need is a mirror ball and some good music. Oh, it only works when I'm up. Yep, that ball goes. I think too heavy. But too heavy for that. What if instead I do this? Wrong direction, apparently. You can only manipulate your balls when you're high. Oh, golly. Oh, golly gee. We are incredibly spicy today. I think what it is that we're all nervous about what's going to happen on the season finale of Beacon in a little over a half an hour. I celebrated too early. Alas. Okay. Otite. I haven't paid attention to. Oh. Well, there are more possible combination. Eric's gonna do some shenanigans and Sam's gonna say a pun. Detective Zen, I will not take that bet because you're likely accurate in your predictions. The big question is, will it end with us hanging over a Campbell Cliff? Okay. What if I take all of the stone out and I put just wood? Although there's some broken stone ones down here on the ground, right? I see light wood, dark wood, stone, and stone. Dark wood, light wood, light wood. But the broken pieces, right? There's light colored wood, dark colored wood, and 2 stone fragments. So stone, or I guess that's glass. I thought it was stone. I think it might actually be glass. Whatever. Dark wood. And light wood. This is like, I never thought I'd have to pick the light or the dark meat of the trees. More crystal than stone. Well, maybe crystal got stoned. Sam's gonna be excited. Sam's really gonna be excited because October will finally be over. Have I rolled my marbles correctly? So what is killing the ball? Like, what are we smashing our balls on? It comes out of the chute. And it just does it. Raise and lower the end hoop. Who knew that this one would be the cagiest puzzle? All right, I'm gonna try the other settings. I'm gonna put the wheel over there. And away they roll. Well, but then it's just process of elimination because I'll eventually get it right? That's why I was trying to like have a basis for why I was doing what I was doing, but that, apparently came up with all the NPCs in Xander's stream making butt references to talk about balls. I mean, this stream today is all about balls, which I think takes some balls. Okay. What if I only put 1 crystal on? There's got to be more clues. Where are my blue clues? I mean, none of the balls are blue, so I need a dog named Blue. I don't know, maybe it's 3 wood, 1. Chrysanthemum. What is that? I don't think that's actually anything. So I can't go heavier. It was as heavy as it would go, I think. I can't tell if the 2 different colors of wood make it way different. But I was at the heaviest, so now it's down 1 from heavy. This should be midweight because I have 1 crystal piece, 2 dark wood pieces, and 1 light wood piece. I think the wheel is properly positioned. I think the wheel is propositioned. Is what my brain heard in, the naughty bits that we've had tonight. All right, we're going all wood. We are going to celebrate our wood and get our balls off. On their way. I don't know what I was supposed to do. I mean, they planned this. It's all about balls and wood. Not balls and wood, balls and wood. Nathaniel, you came in at a weird moment. All you heard was get our balls off. Yeah, we've been talking about wood and balls. We've got wood and we've got balls. And we're trying to get our balls off along this track. We're trying to shoot our balls off by properly manipulating our wood. I mean, the ball was incomplete when we arrived, so it's entirely possible. Oh, maybe it's metal. Shoot our balls off to win a Darwin Award? Possibly. But yeah, you're right. It might not be dark wood. It might be metal. Metal, glass, and wood. So is the bottom of the tube just not high enough? I feel like I need to go for the lightest possible. In that case, and you're right, it does have a sort of metallic sound. So if I need to be as light as I can while having a complete ball, I should put glass and wood and glass and wood. We definitely made a mess. I mean, just look how dirty this place is. Stop throwing our balls around. Please? It's still too low. I'm gonna try the middle setting. I don't think that that's going to help. Because I don't think the middle setting is right. Yeah, so now that end is too high. I can't do anything to that ball, can I? It's wood, 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 stone, stone. And I don't think we want to. I suppose we're supposed to perfectly balance it. But I thought we just did. I mean, I can try the third setting, but that's just going to make this end go even higher. But I'm curious what position that ball ends up in. I haven't really paid attention to that. Where is the stone or glass when it's in the chute here? Right. I still think it's got to be this setting. Wait, dipped at what position? I wasn't paying attention. I was concentrating. Now I have to play it again because I don't know what I missed. And if it acted differently. Oh, that's just like what it was when I didn't have any of those 4 pieces on it. What's weird is the other puzzles were so much easier. And they seemed actually to be more complicated, but somehow they were easier. Let me wander around. You. I want to know more about you. Please share. Tell us about yourself. Just one of each instead of like 4 pieces? I have not. If I only install 3 pieces. Maybe it's I assumed both of these pieces on this edge were glass. What if this is all wood and one piece of glass? We haven't tried that. Wait, we don't have enough wood for that. We only have 2 pieces of wood. And we've definitely tried 2 wood, 1 metal, 1 glass, haven't we? Metal, metal. Glass. Wood. Glass, wood. If I do wood, then I would have to do metal. Which just doesn't seem right. What if I leave it out? Like was suggested? Or what if it's 2 wood, 1 metal, no glass? Uh, 2 wood, 1 metal, no grass. Geez. Wouldn't it be just like Myst to have a puzzle where you need to leave a piece out in order to properly solve it? We've interpreted all of the clues as best we can. So that time it's too heavy. What if I just drink the green stuff? I would if I could. My favorite soda as a kid was emerald green in color and tasted like a lime green lollipop. It was called a Green River. Apparently used to be something served at soda fountains, but I used to get it at Farrell's department store. When we lived in Hawaii. I presume glass is heavier than wood. If we're too heavy, what if I just put 1 piece of wood on? Because it wasn't functioning properly with nothing there. So Dottie Otley and nothing on is definitely not the way to go. But noises off is quite good. If you're not familiar with Noises Off, there is a movie version. Not as good as the stage production, but it's good. Too much Bran. I know you wrote Brain. I interpreted it as Bran. Okay, not heavy enough. Let's add a second piece of wood. I just wish I didn't have to elevator up and down between every iteration. Oh, you're right. It's too light for that fulcrum. But what about the other fulcrums? Let's try the mid-range one. I mean, we'll get it eventually because eventually we will try every single combination until we get it right. That's just not as... Oh, no, that's even worse. Yeah, so this has to be this one. It's just not a satisfying way to solve a puzzle. I feel like I should have been given enough clues to be able to logically logically work out what it is that I'm supposed to do, but I don't feel like I've been given enough. Melba, hi, welcome back. Thank you for the 22 months. Pull all the levers. Indeed. All right, I'm 2 wood. Not the 7 iron, not the putter, the 2 wood. Yeah, Melba, I got sick at Christmas and I feel fine, except I've had laryngitis since since like right before New Year's. I'm trying to schedule an appointment with the doctor so that they can hopefully give me some steroids to knock out the laryngitis that just doesn't seem to want to go away. Otherwise, I'm fine. Okay, that was too heavy. 2 wood was too heavy. 1 wood was too light. 2 wood was too heavy. Oh, but wait. What if 2 wood? What if I had thought that we had definitively stated that the fulcrum had to be full right? What if going left is our option? And then the 3rd porridge was just right. I mean, eventually we're going to get our balls off on their way. It's just about manipulating our wood correctly, so that we can shoot our balls to where they need to go. All right, so that didn't work. What about the middle one? We just gotta brute force this. I mean, the other option is I look at a walkthrough, but I'm not bored with what we're doing, so if I got bored with it, then a walkthrough would be a decent option, but okay, middle fulcrum, way too high on that end. But this one didn't seem as high as normal. I still think it's this one. But yeah, 2 wood, not good. So what about 1 wood, 1 glass? What about just 1 metal? Because that one has 7 wood, 1 glass. As far as we can tell. And this one presently has 6 wood. And that is too light. So what if 4 wood, 1 metal? Almost time to pack up my balls for the evening. Fine, I'm taking my marbles and going home. Soon. I'm going to try this combination. I don't think we're going to escape Amateria tonight. Because I do still need to spin a wheel. I don't think that worked. Okay, so that's... 1 metal is too heavy. 1 metal was... Well, 1 metal's too heavy for that fulcrum point. But what about... What about pop music? Possible. Very, very possible, Nathaniel. Oh. Well, that behaved rather different than I anticipated. The middle fulcrum, that was not what I was expecting. All right, right now I have one metal far left. What about two metal? Spicy spaghetti? That actually sounds really good. Spicy is bad for laryngitis, so I can't have any. Also, I think it would be rather cold by the time it got here. Plus, you're in the future. All right, I'm trying two metal. And I'm watching the clock. Because we don't want to be late for the bacon. Please be right. The spicy spaghetti from the future needs some bacon. Honestly, I wish that the spicy spaghetti from the future had some clams in it. But it's because spaghetti and clams is a good dish. I'm gonna try the bottom one, but it's not gonna be right. I'm gonna choose to blame this on Be Right UK because he's not here. And his name says to be right. Okay, so that's too heavy. In all configurations. Two metal is too heavy. One metal, one wood. All right. We try the one metal, one wood. I mean, it was just too metal. It was like we had too much Jason Charles Miller. We need to tone it down a little bit. It needs a little bit of classical in it. Maybe add some woodwinds. I mean, this game is really icing us out. I'm trying all three combinations. Yeah, the thing is, I'm gonna need to like write notes after we get done with this because I need to know what combinations I tried. One wood, one glass is, I think, going to be too light, but I don't think we've tried it yet. Okay, so that didn't work. But it was too low on this one. So maybe middle will be Goldilocks. Like folk or flogging Molly. Middle was not Goldilocks. Middle was worse somehow. I begin to suspect far left. What did I do? One metal, one wood, and it was too heavy. One glass, one wood. I think Bon Iver is not quite metal enough, but I don't actually know Jethro Tull well enough to have an opinion. One metal, one wood was a bit... It was too light? I thought it was too heavy. I'll try metal glass. Maybe we just break it into smaller pieces and only put the smaller pieces on. Pub music sounds amazing. As long as I get, pub fare with it. A nice American Irish pub will have a really good shepherd's pie or a chicken pot pie or, stuff like that. It's really good on a freezing cold Minnesota night. Which I'm not in Minnesota, but it is rather freezing cold here tonight. What do you want to bet? It's not correct. That was too heavy. That was one metal, one glass, and it was far, far too heavy. I need to... They're not live yet. I haven't received a notification on my phone. But I do need to be going, really soon. Because we'll need to wind down so that we can head over to queue times. Still too heavy. That's metal and glass. And previous was metal and wood. I think it's one glass, one wood. I think it's got to be just a single glass piece and a single wood piece. Because we were close, but it was still too heavy. But too wood was too light. And too fast is too furious. So one metal, or one glass, and one wood. Too heavy in that position. I am going to get really frustrated. I'm going to be really happy if I actually solve this, though. Well, that didn't work. Middle? Did we try just two glass? Thank you, Nathaniel. Well, that's not correct. I begin to wonder if there is a solution. I have a wheel to spin. It's the impossible. It's totally impossible. Okay. Somebody did say start with the lightest possible combination and work your way up. I should have done that, and I should have made a list. The solution is the green stuff. Shadows, I have not even tried to consider that because I have little... I don't have a ton of control over where I put them when there's only two of them. I truly do prefer emerald. But we would have been happy on green glass. Funnily enough, my voice kind of sounds a bit like the vocal quality of Carol Channing today. So, quoting Carol Channing from Thoroughly Modern Millie, um, all right, I'm going to call it there for tonight. I'm going to say no more of this. I will make a matrix and we'll start next week methodically working through that. Wait, no, not new game. Cancel. Save game. Holy mackerel. This is our 9th time streaming it, and it won't be next week. That's why I need to make the matrix so that I'm prepared for next time. Because it will not be next week. It'll be the week after next. Because next week we're gonna play something from this wheel. Presses delete save. These are all points redemptions from you that I have yet to play at all. There are items from last week's Streamiversary stream that I will end up returning to and playing the whole thing, namely Control and Arcade Spirits. But not yet, because I want to at least touch these first. So let's see what we're going to play next week. Drum roll, please. I don't have a sound effects machine. I think we're playing Outer Bard's Tale or Bard's Wilds. I think I have to spin again. Yeah, Arcade Spirits. Honestly, if we land on Dream Daddy, that's also going to be a lot of reading. I've never seen it land on the line before. Apparently, next week we are playing Disco Elysium. I have no idea what that game is like. I have it. It is installed. And I will give it a try next week. I think it's sci-fi. I honestly know nothing about Disco Elysium. Also, we came to the chatting screen and my music didn't start itself because I can't. The automation of starting and stopping the music doesn't work in that direction. Because I can't be like, hey, whenever you come to this screen, start the music playing. I only have a either or toggle of it's either, if it's on, it will stop it. If it's not on, it will start it. I don't know. Will it cause disco fever? Will it end up as a disco inferno? I have no idea. I literally know nothing about this game. I don't remember who added it to the wheel either, because I was bad and didn't pay attention to that. Somebody added it to the wheel and told me that they want me to play it just once, so I get to try it. I remember that much. Incidentally, I have 297 followers on Twitch presently. I am 3 followers away from 300. I'm gonna bring up the channel. Yeah, it is still not live. This is unusual. They didn't like send any notes out or anything. Oh, they just went live. Literally just went live. I was beginning to like worry. The channel just went live. The season finale of Beacon, is titled The Lighthouse. So hopefully that means there's a light in the dark. Considering things were rather dark. 2 more accounts to follow me. Anyway, we're heading over to the alien universe, if you couldn't tell by the hat and the shirt. Because the Streampunks are amazing, and they have managed to take an alien RPG actual play, and while it's had moments of suspenseful horror, an occasional bloody bit, it's really just been the Streampunks playing a game, and it's been excellent. So, they were waiting to see if I was going to finish the puzzle. It's possible then. But yeah, we're going to head on over there. So that is what we're going to do. My next stream is Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That one is the one from the archives. And this week is the first in what will be an ongoing series on the last Wednesday of every month, focused on high energy physics. So what I have coming up this Wednesday is a bunch of papers. Basically, they're papers from the guy who started the Rochester Conference on High Energy Physics. And we'll be looking at stuff about that conference. So, I don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting, I hope. But I have lots of high energy physics things to look at as we move through the year. So, at Saturday, continuing with Ultima 6, hoping to progress that towards the end soon because I want to move on to Martian Dreams. So close. Sunday, Mass Effect 3, very near the end. Getting close. Running out of side quests. And then next Monday, of course, we'll be back. I'll try out Disco Elysium. And then 2 weeks from today, we'll continue trying to solve this puzzle in Amateria. So thank you all so much for joining me today. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody who's been sending me self-care things. Thank you, Adventures of Tony, for the resubscription. Thank you, Melba, for the resubscription. It truly does mean a ton for all of you to show up and just support me hanging out. It means a lot. So I think I should probably actually like tell it that we're gonna raid. Otherwise, you know, Twitch won't remember to do the raid. So, all right. We'll be heading over to Q Times very shortly. I should say thank you to my mods, both of whom poked their heads in today. Thank you so much. When we get over there, I do have a raid call. If you're a subscriber, you can copy out that first one and just paste it in. If you're not a subscriber, toss some pineapple pizza their way. It seems like a roguish thing to do. But yeah, it's awesome having you all stop by. Join me on the raid. Hope I see you again soon. Until I do, get out there and do some shenanigans.